So we're back home from the ride, and it was a beautiful day to ride. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. When we finally got into the ride, but I wanted to videotape the content for. Well, let me back up. I was going to use my GoPro 12 and have it connected to my Cena mesh port, which you guys will be able to hear D and I's conversation over the mesh. Okay, just another layer of different content. Hearing us actually communicating and talking to one another while we're actually in the ride. But Cena Meshport had these huge rollouts on firmware updates.
No, Cena.
Cena,
The Cena in general.
Cena in general, didn't tell nobody. Okay, so let me back all the way up.
Oh Lord.
The reason we were held up from the ride is because I could not hear when I turned my Cena on. I could not hear D. He could not hear me. We could not hear. Yeah, he couldn't hear me. Okay, and I couldn't hear him. Mine wasn't working at all. His was. Now, mind you, the night before we plugged our Cenas up, to make sure they were charged. And usually, if there's a firmware update, it will go ahead on and do that. Well, it did mine, but apparently it didn't do his. My firmware update was a what, six something?
1.6.
1.6. His was a 1.5. And so after we went through everything, I mean, he did a hard reset on the helmet, the Cena, everything, just in the garage while we sitting there waiting to get the ride started. And we know, God will hold you up on a ride. Okay. We're okay with that. But we went through everything, just kind of troubleshooting, the helmet, troubleshooting my phone. Was my phone connected? Was the GoPro 12, which is Bluetooth, was that interfering with it? We cut everything off, started over from scratch, nothing. Okay. So then finally he realized, oh, your version of updates is different from mine on the Cena. So he came back in the house, plugged his Cena up, did all the updates to the firmware. Good. Comes back out, hook my phone back up to it, my Cena back up to it. Everything works. We're gooch. We're ready to roll. Okay. Meanwhile, because this is Cena, we didn't realize that the mesh port red, which is the Cena. Do I have that thing over here with me? No, you have it, babe. He's updating it, but my Cena mesh red port is Cena. It has an up. They rolled out a huge update for that. Didn't tell nobody. I didn't get no emails. I didn't get nothing. We realized that once my husband updated his helmet. So that meant all the communication we did on the ride, can't hear it at all. So, um, yeah, beautiful ride though. It wasn't a wasted ride. It was a really nice ride. Beautiful day here in Texas. But I really wanted to get that other layer of video footage of us on the road talking, and you guys getting it live from the road. And Cena said no, it wasn't working. The updates to the Cena Mesh Red port, which activates the mesh system through our helmets, where you guys can actually hear us talking while we're riding our bikes. Um, the firmware, the update was not done because I didn't know I needed to do one. I didn't know they had a new one. But anyway, yeah. So we got to ride again. Can you have another first ride of the year and record it? Probably not. It is what it is. But you guys are going to see some footage of that ride we did today. And it was awesome. It was just a beautiful day here in Texas. But I wish you guys could have actually heard what we were talking about on the ride. So, anyway, um, we'll get all this figured out. But there you go. Life of a content creator.
Oh.
Oh, what?
There is a Mesh 3.0 now. When Mesh 3.0 is disabled, Mesh 2.0 will automatically be enabled. Wonder if this rolled out with this firmware update.
See? So when the new firmware,
I don't know.
when that came, okay,
We don't know yet.
we don't know. We don't know nothing. Only thing I know is y'all gonna see the ride, but y'all ain't gonna hear nothing.
It's in the settings though. Mesh 3.0 is on.
We'll figure it out. But anyway, stay tuned. You guys will see the footage of our first ride.